Once again we took the train to the Baltic Sea. We enjoyed the beautiful landscape and the sea. This time we had no construction project at all, and my dad had only brought his pocket knife as a tool. But when we discovered a large pile of old wood in the forest, he regretted it a bit. The wood, it turned out, came from the renovation of the decks in front of the small houses. They were pretty good planks that could have been left in place much longer. One day, we happened to find an antique store in an old hall that dates back to GDR times. They were really useful things. And nice tools, saws, hammers, and above all, a beautiful drill. Since we knew that we wouldn't take anything home with us on the train, we rented the tool for a very affordable price. Our idea was to build a work of art for the beach that you can sit on, ideally directly in the surf. It was important to us to avoid any dangers from nails and screws, so we built everything completely without metal parts. Making something sturdy enough to withstand the surf without using a single screw was a challenge, but we already had a little experience with wooden nails. We had to make almost 50 nails. If you do it right, you can use these nails to attach boards to timbers in a fairly stable manner. Just make sure that the nails are shaped just right, not too thick, otherwise they will split the wood. Not too thin, otherwise they won't hold up. A thickening at the end is also important if you don't want to drive the nails in at an angle in opposite directions. Ideally, you split the wood in the direction of the grain, creating square pieces, and carve away the edges. We drew a few construction plans in the sand, and then we started sawing the parts and drilling the many holes. But we couldn't do everything on the beach. My dad found a small shelter in the forest behind the holiday hut where he set up a workshop for rainy days. There he prepared all the more complicated parts. For example, boards that crossed diagonally for reinforcement had to be adjusted to each other. Each was given a recess that was quite difficult to make with the available tools. When everything was ready, we carried the parts to the sea and started assembling. A huge chair on a scale of about 2:1 was created. A matching table and maybe another chair would have been nice too, but you can't have everything. Unfortunately, it was very stormy and cold. But the view from the chair was great, especially when it was standing in the middle of the surf, and it was also stable. Surely it would have withstood more than the 5 of us. But the work of art wasn't finished yet. We named it Throne of the Waves. and we wrote it on all sides, in very different scripts or languages, so that even elves and dwarfs can read it when they come by.